Hello, hello, hello. It's Tea and Talk Thursday. And I'm listening to my favorite music, a prosperity chant by Karen Juka.
Will bring me to my highest good. What do I want? What do I desire? What will bring me to my highest good?
Hello, Joan. Nice to have you. Come join me with some tea.
It's mine. Love.
It's Tea and Talk Thursday. And today we're going to be talking about the fruit. That fruit that can help with almost anything. Well, not almost, with everything. But before I start, I want to introduce myself for those who would be looking on and may not know me. I am Joslyn Farepe. I'm an educator and a lifestyle and weight management influencer. I help people to identify the obstacles that may stand in their path to great health and wellness, and to give them the necessary tips, tools, and techniques that will help them to develop a trailblazing lifestyle of great health and wellness. And so today we're going to be having a tea. I'm using one of my favorite tea. It's the Herbalife lemon flavored tea. And tea on the whole, I say, helps us, especially those of us who are youngish. The antioxidant helps to fight the aging process. In addition to that, this tea that I'm having, it also gives us energy, and it helps to burn a little bit of calories, about 80 calories in 1 cup. So it's an excellent choice. But you can feel free to choose any tea that you want for this session. Hi, Ian. Nice to have you on board. And so I like my tea extremely hot. Hot. Now, for those people who may be having issues with their health, there's many women I know, when I talk to them during my teaching session, even now as I'm a health influencer, you talk to women and they come up with many reasons, many excuses, many things that might be all valid as to why they are not experiencing optimal health, or as to why they may be as good on, or as to why they may not be doing whatever they think that need to be done, or whatever the doctor tell them that needs to be done so they can enjoy great health. And so today I decided, you know what? I've been reading, been studying, and wondering, what is that thing that can really help us to live that healthy, active lifestyle that we so need to live? And in reading, I came up with this. And I borrowed it from a book that I read. It's in connection with weight loss. And they talk about the fruit. Now in the Caribbean, this is mango season. So I'm asking you, do you think that fruit is mango? I took those from the freezer because there is so much that I just wash them and place them in the freezer. Later on I'll do some things with it, whether it's to make a smoothie or whatever. So is this a fruit that can really give us all the things that we need to achieve a healthy, active lifestyle? What do you think, Ian? Well, it really isn't. Mango is extremely good for us, and later on I will be talking about mango and other fruits that can really help us on our health journey. But more importantly today, before we go into all the other fruits that we literally eat, I want to introduce us to that balanced diet. That balanced diet that will really, really put us and give us, as a matter of fact, we are all equipped with whatever it takes to make us win to live a healthy, active lifestyle. And that balanced diet I'm talking about is contained in just one fruit. And that one fruit gives us 9 nutrients that if we use it, it will certainly put us on the winning edge and help us in every aspect of our life, and in my case, in terms of your health, nutrition, and wellness on a whole. So this fruit, by now I thought someone would have told me what this fruit is. This fruit, anyone? Is the fruit of the Spirit. Yes, it's the biblical fruit. Now, if we include that fruit in our diet, we will have that 9 nutrient. And that 9 nutrient that I'm talking about is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. These are the 9 nutrients that fruit has in it. And if we apply that fruit in our diet, it will help us with everything else, including having a healthy, active lifestyle. So what about love? And tonight, this evening, more than ever, I'm going to be talking, of course, in the content of dieting. Now, if we have love, we would seek the highest good for ourselves and for others. And in seeking the highest good for ourselves, we would want to ensure that we choose the right type of food, that we prepare the food in the right way so that our bodies will be able to digest it properly. And it will also help us to do the same for our fellow men, whether it's our wife, whether it's our husband, whether it's our whatever significant other, whether it's our children, whatever it is. If we have that love and we look at it in that light, it will really help us to do the things that we need to do. Joy. Now, having joy, and joy, that is a gladness that is based, it is not based on any circumstances. So no matter what situation that we are going through, if we have that joy, we will be able to maintain whatever we have to maintain. Sometimes, I know especially for us ladies, we have what we call emotional eating. So when we're angry, we eat and eat and eat. We call it, we pig out. Now, if that joy is there, no matter the circumstances, we will hold on to it and not go pigging out. So that's, it's human, of course, to get angry, but we will not go overboard with it. Then, of course, peace. When we have our peace, we are able to sit and have a meal and be able to digest that meal properly. So the necessary hormones that is needed will be present to digest our meal in the way that it should, that will help our body. And I'm not going to get into all the scientific things of it. As I say later on, I will touch it. I'm just briefly introducing that fruit to us, but later on we'll go in depth as to the whole science of implementing the fruit of the Spirit in our diet, both physically and otherwise. So peace, having peace definitely will keep our hormones intact and not bring out the different hormones that will create imbalance, and of course help us to put on the weight around our tummies and all the other things. Patience, another nutrient that fruit gives. Now sometimes we start off eating healthy, we start off an exercise program, and for those of you who are on the Meatless Monday challenge with me, sometimes we will start off this and then we will say, oh shucks man, I find this thing, I try this thing week 1, I try this thing week 2, I try this thing week 3, and I ain't think that working. Or you might start the exercise program. Today you went along with it, tomorrow you went along, and then the next day you fall through. Now, exercising that patience that fruit have in it will help us to be patient with ourselves. So even if we mess up with the exercise 1 day, or even 2 days, or even 3 days, we can still and feel free to grab your cup of tea. Yes, having patience with ourselves and even our loved ones will help us to win that battle of being healthy. And now I'm not only talking healthy in terms of weight loss, but I'm talking healthy in terms of those of us who have other issues. We may have diabetes, even hypertension, a number of those other ailments that nags us. Stephanie, nice to have you on board. Paulie, nice to have you. Sadina, nice having you. And we're talking about that special fruit. And I was asking earlier, I was saying it's mango season, so I was asking, is it mango that's that special fruit? And of course, that special fruit is the fruit of the Spirit. And I said that fruit of the Spirit has 9 nutrients, and I was explaining that 9 nutrients. And we're now on, we've just finished patience, and now I'm just briefly running through it. It's kind, the next one is kindness. And if we kind to ourselves and we're kind to the folks around us, again we would find that, for instance, you may have an accountability partner in probably doing a diet, or maybe even with your Meatless Monday, and that person might say, boy, today I don't think I want to go through with that. The type of words you put out to that person will help that person to stay on board. That's one way of looking at kindness. Even with yourself, you know, you be sweet with yourself, be tender with yourself as you go about on your journey. When you mess up, you get back up. Don't beat up on yourself, and you continue on your journey to health, great health and wellness. The next one, of course, is goodness. And we can never go wrong with goodness. I don't want to go into that because we know what that is all about. Next one is faithfulness. Now, in describing faithfulness, I think about the words dependable. I think about the word loyal. I think about the word full of trust. Can we, or are we loyal to ourselves? Are we dependable? Are we trustworthy? And if we are like that, then no matter what we try, it will be successful, because we tell ourselves, you know, I trust myself that I should not be having a lot of salt in my diet because I know my hypertension is an issue. It's within the family, and I do not want to pass. I don't want to be a victim of that. And so we tell ourselves that, and then we go ahead and we trust ourselves not to in a situation. Gentleness, that's the next one. And of course, like I said before, no matter what, if you mess up, be gentle on yourself and be calm, even in terms of your relation with others. And again, anger. If we oftentimes we fall into a bout of anger, but if we use gentleness, again, that will help us to stay on track and not move with emotions to overeat or eat the wrong things. And finally, that 9 nutrients that I'm talking about is self-control, and that's the one that for me stands out a lot. And I tend to go with the Bible verse in 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7, which said, and I quoted from the Berean Literal Bible, which says, "For God has not given us a spirit of cowardice," as we know most times we say fear, "but of power and of love and of self-control." Now, having self-control stops us in our path many a times from doing the things that we know we should not be doing, or eating the things that we know we should not be eating at the time, or eating at the wrong time. Now, there are times as we go along our day, if we have the word in us, if we have that word that consistently rise up within us, it will stop us in our track when we know that this might not be the time to have that piece of cake. This might not be the time to eat that meat. This might not be the time to drink that alcohol. I'm not saying we can't have it. This might not be our cheat meal time. So having that word in us, it would rise up and it will come up and you know, we'd say, my, you know, I have self-control. I have, and I'm not just talking about willpower. Willpower is what we have on our own. But self-control, and for those of us who are Christian, we will know that self-control is what the Holy Spirit gives to us. And having that, it would really rise up within us and let us exercise the discipline that is necessary to stop whatever habit that we have having that will create an unhealthy lifestyle. So this is the fruit. This is the 9 nutrients. I trust that I would have put it in perspective. And I want to leave us, because I'm going to end off now, I want to leave us with one of my favorite affirmation. I took it from one of the books that I was reading. You Can Create an Exceptional Life by Louis Haig and Cheryl Richardson. It says, so you can always do it. Stand in front of your mirror, whatever time of the day, and do your affirmation. That really helps in keeping you on track and helping you to do the things that is necessary to create a healthy, active lifestyle. So there it goes. Hi, buddy. Thank you for being so healthy. You are looking great today. It is my joy to love you to perfect health. You have the most beautiful eyes. I love your beautiful shape. I love every inch of you. I love you dearly. And so this is something that if we take it seriously, it will certainly work for us. If we take that fruit of the Spirit and implement it in our lives, it will work. And that's the cornerstone of living a healthy, active lifestyle. It starts, as we all know, it starts with our mind, it starts with the affirmation, and then all the other things that we know, all the other physical things that we do, the eating of the mango, the drinking of the water, everything will just fall into place. And so as I end up, I want to again leave you with my favorite prosperity chant. And again, for those of you who may be wondering, it's a prosperity chant by Karen Drucker, and I absolutely love it. I hope I can get through with it now. It seems like my internet, right, great.
What do I want?
What do I desire?
What will bring me to my highest good? What do I want? What do I desire? What will bring you to your highest good? Prosperity, prosperity, I claim it, I claim it. Abundance,
Abundance is yours.
is mine. Love,
Love flows through you.
I feel joy
I feel joy
all the time.
all the time.
I can have it,
I can have it.
I deserve it.
You deserve it.
I claim it,
You claim it.
it is mine.
It is yours.
I can have it, I can have it. I deserve it.
I deserve it.
I am it,
I am it.
it is mine.
It is mine.
Peace fills my heart.
Fills my heart.
I surrender
I surrender everything.
everything. Health
So again,
is my birthright. It's my birthright.
I want to thank you for joining me live. Feel free to leave a comment. You can feel free to shoot me a message at any time. I want to again, if you so have the desire to join me in a cup of tea, tea is normally on Tuesday or Thursday. So feel free to join me. I'll be expanding on the different things. We'll be talking health and wellness. And if there's a particular topic that you are interested in discussing, you can feel free to discuss it to put it in the comment. So thanks for joining me. Jose, nice having you. I'm just finishing off. God bless.